Today, I'm going to be covering the 7 essential tools that you need if you want to run a successful, profitable dropshipping store. If you've ever wondered how certain dropshipping businesses manage to convert customers consistently, manage them easily, and work with a team to ensure the owner isn't always involved with the day-to-day running, then I'm going to reveal the exact tools that I use to enable that to happen to me. So if you're new to the channel, my name is James Eardley. I run several dropshipping businesses and I've generated over £800,000 worth of sales for those businesses so far, and I'm scaling up. And as I continue to scale, I'm documenting my journey and recording these videos every week so I can teach you how to do the same. So let's get straight into it. These are the non-negotiable tools that I use for my dropshipping stores. And if I was going to go and build a new store starting tomorrow, these are the exact 7 tools that I'd be going to first to make sure I get everything set up, and it's the same tools that I'd recommend to you. So the first tool on the list is, and it has to be, Shopify. So Shopify will be the main tool that you use as a dropshipping business owner, and that's because it hosts your website. It's the e-commerce platform that allows you to take in orders from customers through your website, and it also captures all of the customers' information so you can fulfill those orders. It also allows you to add all of the apps and some of the tools that we'll talk about today. It's crucial that you have Shopify first. So what I recommend if you're going to build a dropshipping business, the first thing to do is to get Shopify and start to create a store. So start to build your website. Fortunately with Shopify, and the reason why it's the only e-commerce platform that I'd suggest for a dropshipping business is because the templates they provide for you when you're building a website is so clear and seamless, so that you don't need to have any coding experience. You don't need to have ever built a website before. But if you use Shopify, use their templates, you can make a brilliant looking website within the matter of probably a few hours, and you can be set up and running and have everything ready and everything you need to start taking orders from customers through your website. The second tool that I'd recommend to anyone is Google Workspace. So Google Workspace allows you to access all of Google's ecosystem of tools, and I think it's about £9 a month that you'd pay. And it's an absolute bargain, because with that, once you sign up to a Google Workspace account, you've got Gmail, and you can connect that to your domain that you've got through Shopify. So when you get Shopify, you create your website, and then you make sure it's tied to a domain or the URL so that your website is primeoutdoorcooks.com, or whatever your website is, it's your professional name.com or .co.uk. And that way you can signal to your customers that you are a genuine website, somewhere to purchase from. And once you've got that domain set up in Shopify, you can link that to your Google Workspace account. So you've got a professional email address that is something like info@primeoutdoorcooks.com if you're in the barbecue niche. And that straight away is going to be so much more professional than if you're using your personal email. So if it was just jameseardley@gmail.com, and you've got that on your website, that's not going to cut it in today's day and age. Customers are going to see that and be switched off immediately by the fact that you're not credible, you're not professional, and you haven't got a professional email address. So that's what Google Workspace allows you to do. It also gives you access to Google Docs, Google Sheets, all these little tools that we'll use to manage the business effectively. And within that same account, you'll also have a Google Ads account, Google Merchant Center, Google Analytics, and all of the different Google tools that will really make running your business day-to-day a pleasure. So they're really the foundation, Shopify and Google Workspace. With that, you've got a credible, trustworthy business, and that will be where the majority of your work is held. The third tool, and an exciting tool that's only come out recently, but it has already made it up to the top 7 essential tools for me, is ChatGPT, or some form of AI to have that on your side. So either ChatGPT or Google Bard, but I tend to use ChatGPT 4 the most. And the reason for that is because it has so many different uses for a dropshipping business, whether that's helping you with product descriptions or writing emails to customers or helping you out with contacting suppliers to sign suppliers. There's so many different uses that you can use ChatGPT to quickly speed up the process of building your business. So I challenge you, make sure you've got a ChatGPT 4 account, which is it's $19.99 US, or about £16 a month. But if you think about every task that you do, if you think, can I use AI to help me and to speed up this task? The answer I found that 8 or 9 times out of 10, it can help you to get through a task. And it doesn't have to be the repetitive tasks. It's also the more skilled and more thought-provoking tasks, like what is my supplier contact script, or what sort of collection of products should we put together. It's the actual projects that you might have that take a lot of thought that you can use AI for, and not just the low-skilled tasks. Now, number 4 is all about how we communicate with our team. So once you're up and running with a dropshipping store and you've made some sales and you're profitable, I'd suggest quickly hiring your first virtual assistant, and ideally get 2 virtual assistants as quickly as you possibly can while you're self-funding it through the profit of the business. So as soon as you've got those in place, you'll need a way to communicate with your team. And the 4th tool that I suggest is essential is Slack. And you can use Slack for free, but it's the easiest way to quickly communicate with your team all in one place and make sure that your communication is clear and precise as to what you'd like them to do each day. They'll have a series of repeatable tasks, but also any questions they have or any way that you can keep on top of the work they're doing, Slack's going to be the best way for that. If you'd like me to do more videos about how to manage a team or how to work with dropshipping virtual assistants, let me know in the comments. The 5th essential tool is that you need to get a professional phone line set up. The phone line that I suggest is called Circle Loop. So this is really perfect for UK dropshipping businesses because it's a UK business. But Circle Loop allows you to use a professional phone number for your business. So it's all kept separate from your personal phone number. So the beauty of this, again, similar with the professional email address, is that everything is very professional for your customers, and they can see it's a professional phone number that they would call to get their orders placed. And also, it's a very easy system for you to use where you can get the app Circle Loop on your phone, so you can still take phone calls from customers on your phone wherever you are, whatever you're doing. But before you get a VA on board, it's important that you can do that easily. And the nice thing about Circle Loop is if a call comes from a customer or anything to do with the business, it comes up in a different way as your normal phone calls would come up on your phone. So you can easily differentiate between those calls. But that's the 5th tool that we need to get set up, is a professional phone line. And I recommend Circle Loop for that. The 6th essential tool is a business bank account. Now, there's no point putting all this work in if we can't pay ourselves, if we can't receive money from customers. We need a central place for all this to go. So you need to get a business bank account set up from day one. And the reason that you want to set it up so early is that you keep it all separate from your personal bank account. Make sure there's no overlapping of business expenses in a personal bank account. So from day one, get that set up and you'll thank yourself in the future. The business bank that I recommend is Tide, so Tide Digital Bank. And you can set the bank account up through an online process that will only take you half an hour, maybe an hour to apply and get everything set up. There's an app on your phone, and from that app, you can pay invoices to suppliers. You can easily withdraw money for yourself when you start paying yourself, and everything is managed easily within the app on your phone. But you need to have a professional business bank account as well, and I recommend Tide for that. And finally, the 7th essential tool that I suggest for a dropshipping business owner is Klaviyo or Klaviyo email marketing. So Klaviyo is a little bit different to the other 6 tools that we've spoken about today. The other tools are really the foundational tools that you need to be up and running. But Klaviyo is the one that will really skyrocket your sales if you do it right. So it's the best way to convert customers at a very low cost. So the cost of Klaviyo is maybe £20 a month, depending on what plan you're on. But for that, you can make sure that you are sending emails to people that are abandoning the cart when they get through to your checkout. You're sending emails to people that have opted into your list. And so you're constantly having a back and forth communication with people that have raised their hand to say that they're interested in your products on your site. So make sure you don't miss that opportunity and don't miss out on having an email autoresponder and email automation tool. And Klaviyo is absolutely the one I recommend for that as well. So those are the 7 tools that I suggest, and they're the 7 tools that I'd be using straight away if I start a new dropshipping store. I'd recommend you get them all together. Once you've got those 7 tools in place, you can absolutely scale to making multiple 5 figures in sales every month and beyond. But if you've got those right, you've got the foundations in place, that's absolutely the best place to start. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video today. If you'd like another tip or another way to help you get started on your journey into dropshipping, I'd like to give you my 101 profitable niche ideas. So if you go into the description, you can get that, download that, and find out what niche ideas I suggest to you. I've got 101 of them, so you know which products to start selling. As well as that, you can also check out the link in the description, which is to the first place that I'd suggest people to start, before they really get serious and build a dropshipping store. So if you want to own a dropshipping business, be able to run that from anywhere in the world, be able to scale it to make a very healthy income, then the first place to start would be by reading the book that Lewis Smith has brought out recently called The Home Turf Advantage. And you can get that by using the link in the description. And that will provide you with a step-by-step guide to go from where you are today to having a profitable dropshipping business. If you've enjoyed the video today, then don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you'd like me to talk about in future videos. And I suggest that you watch next the video that I've recently recorded, which breaks down the numbers for how you can make 10K a month from a dropshipping business. So click on that video on screen now, find out the secrets in terms of the numbers and the breakdown that you need to understand to make 10K a month, and then I'll catch you in the next video.